but there weren't just one homogenous group. They were different, even going back then. And then that was only to the extent of what we say around present day Libya. If you go even further west, you have different tribes. Some call themselves Numidian tribes of chiefdoms. Then you had this
Okay, let me tell you
Mauritanians
something. The
as well
Medians
as
are
too.
Berber. The Median language is Berber language.
Let him
You know
cook.
that?
Let him cook. He
That's
cook.
that's not what I'm saying. If you talking about a single tribe, they were never just a single tribe. They actually
They're all
spoke
Berber
with
tribes. They just
themselves.
all speak a different style of Berber, but it's all
Well,
Berber.
Berber is typically exonym. That's not something that
Yeah.
they called themselves. It was given to them
They
from
don't
other
call themselves right now. Okay, hold on.
Silky.
Now we're playing
Silky.
first
Who
other
person.
told you?
names.
Silky. Where have you heard that before?
You about to die by that. You can die on that one all day long. So, okay. Now you want to on that. Now you really got to. Okay, hold on. Everybody be quiet. So, can you tell me when it became a derogatory terminology?
I didn't say it was a derogatory. I just said it was the exonym.
Okay, well, can you tell me where this exonym is coming from?
People, not them. Hence the name exonym.
So now you're getting your
External.
translation from somebody else now. So now you're saying
No,
you're getting a translation from somebody else referring to other people?
So
Did you say
what you're
yes,
saying
translation?
is what
Did
it's
you
you
say
not
what you're saying
translation?
is
translation. For
what you're
example,
saying is the
for
word Berber does not originate from the people of Berber placed upon
yeah,
them. It don't come
it was
from
placed.
Amazic.
Hold
It
on,
don't
you
come
talking about
from
the Amazigh
Naga.
people?
It don't come
Hold on,
from
you talking about the
Norway. It
Amazigh
don't
people?
come from none of that. It comes
No,
from
the Amazigh is a newer self terminology.
right.
That's in the last what
The
20 some
Torah
odd years. Hold on, let me finish. That's a newer. It's an endonym, but it's a newer endonym trying to kind of congregate all of the various tribes together. And they're still working on that. But the term Berber itself, that typically that's an exonym. It's very similar to the name. Like you familiar with the term Greek, right? In Greece,
what
you
term?
know Greek. We all know
Right.
Greek. The Greeks.
Yeah.
We know that's an exonym. That's not an endonym. That's not what they call themselves.
Right.
Elaine is what they call themselves.
But we all use Greek with no issue.
Just like when we are saying Africa.
Well, the original Greeks, I mean, goddamn, they all
Who?
motherfuckers were in Egypt anyway.
Well,
Well,
you
I
just
don't
said
think
again.
I
You
don't think
said
he's saying there's
Silky.
no Greeks.
you
Silky.
said
Who told
original
you?
Greeks. It's an exonym. That means that it's not
Silky.
a
Who
self.
told you Africa was an exonym? Where you heard that from before?
You're playing goddamn word semantics. That's real cute and all. But we know what people we talking about, what language they speak, right? Which is Berber, right?
Again,
Well,
having a
No.
language, and it's not one Berber language. It's multiple languages that they spoke, and multiple within the quote unquote Berber name, which I have a problem using that. There's multiple Berber languages that they use, so you would have to depend on which tribes that you're
No,
talking
that's
about.
coming off the Hebrew Berber script, right?
No, that's ancient. That's only the Libico Berber script is mainly associated with the more close around present day Libya. If you go further west, they have their different scripts as well too.
But
mm.
it's still Berber language, correct?
It's not singular. There's no.
Languages is no one Berber language.
It's
It's
not singular.
languages.
It's a category. Just like if we say
Okay, you
Bantu
can have slang,
languages.
you can have others like but it's still all Berber, yes or no?
Or romance languages.
Yeah, if we say Romance languages, Latin, like whatever. Just like if I say Bantu languages, it's if I so if I say Germanic languages, this is not one language. These are like language families.
Right.
It's like yeah. So
Right.
um, this is all covered in that book, How Language Works. By the way, Silky, if you get that one by David Crystal.
You know what? When y'all are talking languages, can you tell me the oldest language then?
That's still a topic of debate. It's a topic of ongoing debate. But if I was if I look, listen, if I was to point you in if I was to point you in the direction and give you my hypothesis about the oldest language, it would be the click languages spoken by the Khoisan and Sandawi, because clicks are an older element
Languages
of language.
originate Morocco.
No,
Well, that's where your oldest human fossils are at, so how's it not?
Because it doesn't mean that they have. My goodness.
No,
So you saying they came somewhere else, but the oldest fossils there.
no. I don't think if I recall correctly, I thought they found the oldest human fossils in the Great Lakes region.
I heard it was Jabal Earl.
Silky, you just do you freestyle every day or just like Fridays and Sundays?
So
I'm barely getting started, bro. I
Days
got
a week.
I ain't warmed up.
This is the beginning.
because
This is the
because
beginning
because
of it.
because from an academic standpoint, when you say what's your oldest language, as an academic, I'm gonna ask you, can you define what you mean by language? Are you talking about written script? Are you talking about
Byron,
spoken language? Are you talking
Byron,
about?
Byron, stop it! I tried this.
Oh, okay.
I tried this. Don't do what you're doing. I already went here.
Okay, you're gonna have
Ask a different question.
if you next day it's gonna be open. But I mean, if they got any more questions about North Africa and the perverse,
Clicking they click in the gas as well, and that's that would be considered a Berber East you know what I'm saying
no, not gas, not the
gas.
gas.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying for Berber, you wouldn't use Berber with gas.
Okay. So it's older than that.
They're different categories. They'll be
Gotcha. So
yeah.
it's like would
That would be
that
two
be in
two
the
different branches of Afro-Asiatic, right?
Omatic?
Yeah.
It'll be in
Ge'ez would
right?
Ge'ez would be your East Afro-Asiatic. I don't know who said that, but that's good. Yeah, very good point. So the East
Thank you.
Afro-Asiatic.
Yeah.
Your Berber is going to be your more Western
Gotcha.
Afro-Asiatic.
Right. No, somebody said something about clicking. You know what I'm saying? Like the you know what I'm saying, the 12.
Oh, the clicks. Yeah.
They do
Yeah,
that as too. Yeah, because I've heard Ethiopian.
that's why I was saying, no, if I was to hypothesize on the older language, there would have to be a language with those
Right.
clicks.
Hey, Byron.
Mhm.
Silky was filling us in earlier on how you need to have a language. You need to have a script before you can have a spoken language. And he was like, because you have to learn language by people showing sound stuff out.
No.
And then, and I was waiting for him to tell us his child, so we could figure out how he learned to speak from reading. I didn't learn that way. My kids didn't learn that way. So I'm just Silky, but I wanted him to share that with you. Silky, when you get a chance.
Well, I would say my peoples learn to read, and then they learn language, and they pass it down to me, which gave me books and gave me stuff to read, and gave me language like that.
Yes.
Well,
so did you learn to
does that
speak?
not work
So did
for
you
you?
learn to? Yeah. No. I didn't learn it. Did you learn to speak? So you learned to read
I would
first
have
before you could speak.
I would
learned
have a
off a
big
kitty
issue.
book. You got off a book. Off a baby book.
So then we got a big issue then. How do you deal with the effects of the transatlantic slave trade? Did they learn the European languages by reading first, or was it spoken?
Byron.
The European language?
Byron.
Yeah, the European languages.
European language?
Byron.
I'm saying via the transatlantic slave trade.
Byron, stop.
Did they learn?
Byron.
How did they learn the European languages? Did they speak with that by reading?
Well,
Byron.
first off, the Europeans
Byron.
learned it from Africans. They didn't. It wasn't the other way around.
Byron,
No.
stop this. I already tried this.
No,
Byron,
I said the European languages. I know.
Byron, I tried this.
Sidebar.
I tried this, Byron. Please stop.
We went down this road. My bad. Okay.
Byron,
Okay.
Yes. I talked about us having illiterate, by and large, illiterate ancestors. Not everyone, but who came over and things, and yet we learned to speak, and we did so without the use of literature. And then illiteracy came later. It's one of the greatest phenomenons that economists call it one of the greatest human phenomenons, greatest feats, where we went from completely illiterate to almost completely literate in less than 100 years, unheard of in human history otherwise. And we knew how to speak. That doesn't mean we know how to read. But so I tried this, Byron. I already tried this, so please move on to something else.
Okay, my bad. Well, yeah. Any other questions around North Africa, Berbers, North Africans?
Silky, ask another African question.
All right, can you tell me the first pastoralist in Africa?
The first pastoralist?
Yeah. He wants to know goat herders and things like that. Never mind. That's fine.
No, the first people to bring domestication. Do you know?
Nope. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay. Well, that would be your Berbers.
I don't think that's a topic of really focus on anyone. They don't of who on Africa is the first
Now, Byron.
Pastoralists?
Well,
No,
hold on,
Byron.
slow down. See,
Byron,
you're
how would
missing it.
Byron,
Hold
how would
on.
something like that be shown that they were the first pastoralists? How would that be shown?
Ah,
By
man.
farming. But hold on, no, don't hold on. It's only gonna hurt a little bit. So I'll tell you that to show you that these people were already farming and domesticated already, the first ones. So literally all your language and your education is all stemming from these people that
Oh
was
no,
around
absolutely
way
not. Yeah,
before everybody else.
I would say absolutely not. That one does not conclude to that to the other. If you want to say that they were on some of the earliest, that's fine. I have no issue saying that. But to say that they are the responsible for everything else, no, because if you don't talk about the continent on Africa alone, you have at least three, four other people groups whose DNA genetic heritage show just as old, if not older, than those of the Berbers in
Are
North
you going to
Africa.
DNA?
I'm not
You
saying.
going to DNA
I'm
I
not.
now?
show you that
Hold
stuff.
on, hold
Hold
on.
on,
I'm not
you're
finished.
going to DNA now.
No, I'm just giving an example. I'm just saying along with other archaeological evidences as well too. So I mean, I would never say that the Berbers gave haste to others. I mean, we can look at it from a language development standpoint. You can look at it from anthropological standpoint. Again, that's not taking away from the North Africans at all, because that's one of my favorite subject matters to read upon. But to just give it to one group and say this is the group that did X, Y, and Z alone, they were the first and they're responsible for everybody else. I would thoroughly, from an academic standpoint, reject that notion to say
Is
one group is
that right?
responsible for everything. Absolutely.
What it did that.
Uh-huh. I hear that. I hear y'all, man. I see where y'all at.
Brother Byron, are you familiar with the Berber gene, and can you elaborate on that for the brother Silky, please?
When you say Berber, like, okay, I'm familiar with. I think what you're talking about, but give me a little bit more of what you want, what direction you want to go with, so I don't.
The
I don't get lost.
the, the predominant Y DNA haplogroups and Berber population.
In regards to where they come from.
Talking about Jay.
Yeah, yeah.
Jay.
Well, you have different. There's one, if I'm not mistaken, one theory or one group that has it more of a from a what we call Euro down or Eurasian down side of it. So I mean, it's coming from. So you have a migration from Eurasia. I tend to say that that group is more dominant from the ancient Sahel. Um, and moving into North Africa, because I kind of go in the realm of going roughly ten
The
thousand
ancient
years.
Sahel trading route, huh?
Yeah, the ain't roughly 10,000 years ago in the
From west
Sahel.
to east, east to west.
Oh no,
Well,
Silky, let him cook.
You know about
the
the Sahel, Ruben?
um
Of course, but let him cook.
the
They say,
ancient
okay.
the Sahara, roughly 10,000 years ago was a oasis, where you had, I mean, even now they still find like whale bones and aquatic animals and stuff like that, stuff that shouldn't be in the Sahara, if it has always been a desert. But it shows roughly every 10,000 years it shifts and changes where it becomes one of the world's, if not largest, tropical forest, tropical oasis. And so during that time, as we know, where humans typically migrate and live at, they typically live in and around water and fertile ground. And so we can kind of track and see as that begins to dry up, you see a migration either to north, east, and south as well too. And so you're talking about the Sahel. That's going to include West Africa, of course, parts of Central Africa, parts of North Africa, parts of East Africa. So the whole big shebang. And then we see that as that dries up, you see where people begin to go in their various directions. So that's kind of where I lean at. But I do know that there's other scholars who may have a different take, and that's fine. There's no nobody has a stronghold on it, but that's
I
where I
see where
land.
y'all at, man. We're going to have it out.
Silky, I don't think we are.
That's what they all say.
Yeah, because I was trying to show the brother that the African, like the African ancestry of the Berbers is coming off of Y DNA haplogroup EM35.
Berbers got AO, Ruben. Why do you keep saying that, man? Berbers got AO also.
That's
They
what-
got
that's
EB
what
that. They got all
that's
that.
what you're
About
saying.
400,000
You're talking about-
years ago, the
You're talking about a 1.5.
HGI and HGJ mutated into what was called J1M26. And then that
Hold on, wait. Everybody be quiet now, Ruben. Let me ask you something. Hold on, wait. Let me ask Leandre this. Hold on, let me ask Leandre. Leandre, can you have a 1.5 haplogroup?
percentage?
It's called a 1.
Can you have that, Leandre? Can you have a 1.5 haplogroup percentage?
It's called a 1.5% frequency.
Can you have a 1.5 haplogroup percentage?
I don't know what you're asking.
He just said it's a 1.5. Can you have a 1.5 haplogroup percentage? Yes or no?
Brother,
I don't know what you're asking me.
I'm asking you about haplogroups. Can you have a 1.5?
Well, I'm not deaf. I'm saying I don't know what you're asking me. So
right. This is basically what.
So you don't understand when I tell you a 1.5. You don't understand what I'm saying.
When they tested Algerian Berbers, they came up with a 1.5% frequency of haplogroup A00, and he's trying to apply that as being a Berber.
Okay, let me ask a simple question, Leandre. How many haplogroups can one human have?
Well, if you're the haplogroup, of course, is tracing your descent. So, like, if I look at my haplogroup stuff right now, it's going to be it's going to be a bunch of different ones because it's going to show my ancestral lineage. So,
well, those are called sub-haplogroups. Those are called sub-haplogroups. Your mom and your dad, you get those two from them, right? You only have two haplogroups.
You are making that up.
What a sub-haplogroup.
I'm making it up now.
No, yes, you're making up what a sub-haplogroup is.
Absolutely made that up.
Yes, you are making that up.
Okay, so you're telling me you can have multiple haplogroups. You don't have two haplogroups.
It's about tracing your ancestral lineage. Yes. So if your ancestors came from different places, I don't know why are you making this? Okay. Now, are you going to be offended if I grab a genetics book off the shelf and read it to you?
I got genetic sources too, bro. You good?
I don't think you do. Well, listen,
I got genetic sources too, bro.
One, I don't think you do. One, I don't think you do. Two, if you do have them, I know you don't understand what they're saying.
Go ahead and give your dissertation.
I asked you a simple question. How many haplogroups do you have? You get one from your mom and one from your dad. So how many do you get, everybody on the phone? You have two. You have two main haplogroups. All the rest of those would be subgroups, yes?
Sergeant Ward.
And you are
also,
Silky, you're also confusing individual. You're confusing individual genetics with population genetics.
So now you're talking about a 1.5 in a population.
The two are not the same
So
thing.
now it's a 1.5 in a population?
That's what I want, brother.
You see how these questions? You see how these questions are making less sense than they were the first time? Like, listen, it's Silky. It's getting worse.
It is getting worse. It's getting real bad right now for y'all. So 1.5. How many haplogroups can you have? Can you have a 0.5 haplogroup?
Can you have a 1.5 haplogroup? That question
do haplogroups come in 0.5? Do haplogroups come in 0.5? Yes or no?
The question is literally not making any sense, and I don't think you understand why it's not making any sense.
So you don't comprehend it. All right, bet. I'll share. Go ahead. Y'all got it.
Nobody comprehends it. Nobody does.
You don't comprehend it.
Nobody comprehends what you just said. Nobody. There's not a soul on the phone who is comprehending that. Nobody.
Candy coated raindrops.
Somebody turn your camera off. It's glitching the call. Somebody turn their camera off.
Zion's shaking his dreads and whatnot. That's him.
This is wild, man. I'm tripping over here. So for real. Come on, yo, DeAndre, man. Don't pull the book out on him.
Hey, look. I'm
gonna need you to do that though, but I'm saying don't do it.
Look, the funny thing is, I was sitting here holding it, and I decided, I'm not even gonna pull it out. I'm just gonna put it back. But anyway, I'm gonna let it go. Silky.
Yeah, I love Silky. Silky's a good brother, but yeah, this is getting rough, man. It's getting rough, man. It's getting hot in here. What am I gonna do if they hold me?
It's sticky.
Y'all good, man. And like I said, let me charge my phone if y'all got it for now.
But again, here.
I was gonna say, Silky, can you give them your thesis on the Berbers and the Moors being the first?
Barry try to set you up.
No, I just want him to. I'm just trying
to tell you, nigga. All I do is slaughter. He'll tell you all I do is kill motherfuckers.
Set you up.
He'll tell you I could be baiting you right now. You don't even know it. But yeah, go ahead.
Silky, I just want you to give them the prerequisite as to why you speak on things the way you do, because you have this thesis on Berbers and the Moors being like, I think when I first met you, you were saying that they were, I guess, the first peoples and they were the ones that brought intellect to the world.
All that and then some, bro. All that and then some. It's all right, though, man. I'll hit y'all with the sources later. Don't even worry about it. I'll get into all that later.
No, you won't.
Actually, I will. That's my proposal.
Wait a second. Just to clear, if I'm going back, are these sources peer reviewed?
Just know I'm gonna show you buku sources, nigga. I'm gonna let you go there. I'm gonna lay them out for you. You let me know what's accurate and what ain't.
Reviewed by him.
Hold on.
Did y'all go back to the peer review?
No, I have
y'all went back to the peer review.
The sources are peer reviewed, but not in the way that he's using them.
Okay, hold on. I just want to add. So,
you know what? I can go a lot deeper. I'll deal with that later. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna let y'all believe what y'all want.
When I came on initially, it was said that peer reviews aren't accurate. So if they're peer review, how can I trust their accuracy one way or the other if we're supposed to question their accuracy to begin with?
Right.
Well, you're definitely supposed to hold anything under max scrutiny.
So I'm saying, so if you're bringing sources, then by your own definition and logic, then I have to question it because it's not accurate. Because peer reviews
definitely question all my sources. I'm gonna bring more than one. I'm not showing you just one. I'm gonna show a lot of sources.
Byron, let me correct you. Byron, let me correct you there.
You see someone else's arguments and other information that they actually give the critiques to why they agree with this or disagree with that, and all of that information is there for your perusal. So you're getting all. I don't understand how you don't get that.
Byron, let me help you here, bro. Here's the issue. The issue is that if you have a bunch of experts and PhDs and stuff looking at your work, that part's not good. If you have a bunch of random people on the internet looking at your work, it can tell you better if the information is accurate, and that's the part that you're not understanding. So you need to understand that first before you can. So like if they've went through years and years of schooling and have had to read a bunch of primary source text and had to like read and hold the text there themselves and write a bunch of stuff on it and know it inward, outward, frontward, backwards, the whole nine.
Right.
If they had to go through that whole thing in a strategic, organized fashion, those are the worst people to do it. They're going to give you less accurate stuff. What we want to do is listen to Silky.
Drake, can I ask you a follow-up?
Yeah.
If the premise is true, how is our internet data, Facebook Messenger even functioning?
It's going to be a bunch of experts and PhDs and a bunch of peer-reviewed scientific stuff behind all of that stuff.
So it's not a bunch of random people putting together some numbers and saying, "Hey, this is Facebook Messenger."
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Silky has a team running the internet.
Okay.
There's a team of people.
It's all right. So it's another source in the chat about y'all's peer review. Feel free to read that. If y'all don't want to read it, don't worry about it. Ignore it. But that's just hey, don't even worry about it. Hey, ignore it then. Hey, you ain't got to read my sources, bro. Don't even worry about it.
Silky. No. Listen, Byron, stop that. I already tried that. Byron, I already tried that. I tried that already.
Subjective judgment, failure to detect serious scientific misconduct like data fabrication, potential or manipulation via fake news, aided by AI, lack of recognition. Wait. Possibly aided by AI.
Yes, yes. He says while posting his AI.
It tells on itself right now.
Yeah, he says while posting his AI response.
Lack of.
I mean, that's about your peer review, though. Yeah, I mean, if you don't care about it, fuck it. If it don't mean nothing to you, then don't worry about it. I'm just showing you what it was, bro. Hey, that's a case closed on that one.
Silky, I assure you, you haven't showed anyone anything. I promise you.
So you saying there's no flaws, right?
Silky, I promise you, you showed nobody anything. That's the
so
problem.
what does that say again, Zion? Zion, what does it read again, bro? Can you read that for me?
Hold up, Silky. I got a question. Are the peer review of the Jebel Erhud fossils accurate or flawed, according to you?
Who said it was peer reviewed?
Oh my goodness! He said, "Who said it was peer reviewed?"
But the accuracy of the dating is what's accurate. That's the most accurate thing y'all got. Y'all ain't got really nothing else that ain't more accurate than that.
How was that?
But that's testing. That's scientific testing. That ain't got shit to do with motherfucking peer review. That's results. That's testing. That's scientific testing methods. So that's totally different compared to your peer review. That's laced up by some people that want to do whatever they want.
You understand that peer review is part of the scientific method?
No, this scientific method means it's tested over and over again. That's why it's scientifically accurate.
Okay. Do all of the scientists use
by
the scientific
thermoluminescence testing? That's accurate.
Do all
carbon
of the scientists
dating?
use the scientific
Not
method?
accurate.
Still can't.
So now we're into all science now.
I'm asking you because there's
the scientific method.
Yes. Do all sciences use the scientific method?
Hell no, not all scientists use the scientific method. Some of them motherfuckers make shit up. Some of them motherfuckers lie. Some of them motherfuckers do all kinds of shit.
Sciences, not scientists.
Sciences.
Sciences.
Yeah,
like the word science, plural. I pluralize the word science.
Right, guys that in the field. Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, it ain't always accurate, bro. Don't always think your stuff is tight if you ain't got no real motherfucking test.
You aren't hearing my question.
Either
you aren't hearing my question, you aren't understanding, or you aren't answering it. But it's one of those options.
Break it down. Listen, what is it? The sciences?
Yes, because you have like natural sciences, you have behavioral sciences, you have social sciences.
I'm not talking about behavior. I'm not talking about behavior because that's pseudo. I'm not talking about
behavioral sciences. Is pseudo.
Yeah, pseudo, because they can't tell you everything that's going on in your life.
Wait. You said wait. Stop. You said behavioral sciences are pseudo because what?
How do you diagnose that when you don't know what's going on in their daily life?
Okay, so you don't. So you also don't know what the behavioral sciences are, do you?
Behavioral science, so diagnosis is now, right? Behavior.
Listen to my question. Listen. A behaviorist, right? A behaviorist is a person that come and actually observe you. They observe you. They come and they observe you every day, and then but anyway, but you don't know what the behavioral sciences are, then, right?
So they observe you every day, but do they know your whole life story? So they're trying to diagnose you, and they only seen a little piece of your life. That's supposed to mean that means it's completely accurate.
So you don't know what the behavioral science is. Okay, good, gotcha.
No, you just said they study people. Like what?
They go through your past, your history, nature or nurture, all of that stuff, bro. They talk.
Yeah, there's that, man. Okay, and
let me repeat my question because you avoided it like it was the plague.
Avoided what?
You avoided my question.
You ran from the 1.5. What y'all got? Like, come with something better. Come with something better. What you got?
Do you feel like the peer review of the Jabal Erhud findings are accurate or flawed? Which one?
I just told you that's accurate. It's done by thermoluminescence. That's a test.
Oh, so you're saying that peer review is accurate, but all the
that's by I got sources. I got. I mean, you might got one that's peer review, might got one that ain't. It's buku amount of sources on that shit, nigga. The hell you mean? Not a review, but the testing is accurate.
All of the sources just about that you can find on Jabal Erhud are peer reviewed. So archaeology, that's a science.
And it's tested, right? By what? Thermoluminescence.
That's
the archaeology? So you're talking about the fossils now. That they can't test, they can't date, but the tool that they're going off thermoluminescence is a test. That's an accurate test.
The question
that's not like carbon dating.
The question is simply, do you feel like the peer review of the Jabal Erhud findings are accurate? Yes or
Zion,
no?
what did I just put up in that goddamn thing about a peer review? But not all of them said peer review. I didn't know all of them. I mean, I didn't see all that. When I looked at my sources, it didn't say peer review. You're not always accurate. A lot of the times that shit is pushing the narrative.
You don't even see how you killing your own argument by.
I'm talking about thermoluminescence. You talking about peer review. So you gonna tell me that thermoluminescence is not accurate?
When you shoot down the peer review, you are falsifying your own.
Well, show me his peer review. All right, bet. Show me the source. Show me the source where it says peer review. I'll wait. Okay, we'll go get it. Okay, bet. Present it. All right, show it. Go show it. Look, can we see the source? Can we see the source?
Listen, Silky.
Can we get the source that says peer reviewed? I want to see it.
If it's published in a journal, it never.
What's the hold up? What's the wait? Let's get it.
Right. If it's published in a journal,
let's get it up.
It's peer reviewed.
Whoa, what's the hold up?
The hold up is that you don't know why you're asking a stupid question.
I want him to show me the part where it said I want to see it. Let's see it.
Okay.
Can we not say that a problem? Is that a problem now? It's a problem.
There's definitely
I'll
a
drop
problem
two
here.
sources. It's a problem.
Yeah,
Like what?
you didn't, Silky, you didn't
Pull out
drop
one of
one
these books.
source. You didn't drop one
I didn't
source.
drop. Nah. All right, man. All right.
Excuse
Okay.
me. Hi.
Hi.
Yes, the major findings about the Jebel Erhu fossils published in the journal Nature in 2017 were peer-reviewed. A team led by Jean-Jacques Hublin presented their findings on the new fossils and dating of the site to the Journal of Nature in a separate related paper by Daniel Richter's team confirming the age estimates were also published in Nature. So
in order to publish,
so hold on, one
journal,
paper got published and then another one.
In order to publish in a journal, Silky, and so in order to publish in any journal, this could be a philosophy journal, this could be a mathematics journal, it could be a science journal. It doesn't matter. In order to publish in a journal, it's going to be peer reviewed. You have to submit it, and even prior to your submission, it's going to go through a review process.
Hey, you're absolutely right. Now, Zion, can you read him that source in the chat for me? Now, Zion, can you tell him what that source says in the chat?
Wait.
Can you read that source for him again?
This can help you. It's not an attack.
So again, if you reference anything in any journal, that means it's necessarily been peer reviewed. If someone goes on Facebook, for example, and they type something, if someone goes on Facebook and they just type something random on their post, that has not been peer reviewed. Okay, but in order to make it into a journal, and like I said earlier, into a journal through a legit publishing house, right?
Like a Smithsonian or something.
Yes, so those are going to be peer reviewed. It's going to be subject matter experts who are going to review those. And then when you present it at conferences, you're going to be presenting it to a whole host of experts as well who are also going to respond to it. And so this is why even after it's going through the initial peer review and then the second peer review at the journal, oftentimes scholars will read what you have published and then respond to it, sometimes even in the same journal. Kind of like in the one that was just referenced there, where there was a follow-up in the Journal of Nature by a different scholar confirming the date. But in order for it to be there in the first place, it has been peer reviewed.
It's all right, man. We're getting there.
No,
I don't know.
I'm saying,
at least
man,
not all
I
at the same
agree with
time.
what they're saying. I agree with I agree with the peer review, bro. You know what I'm saying? I do.
I feel, hey, keep your peer review, bro.
Silky, I have a question. Do you think that are you like thinking that like sometimes when new evidence comes out, right, and it can be like, okay, well, this was previously thought, but now that we have this new evidence, we have these different kind of findings. Is that what you're using to try to say that you feel like it's not
right,
like that it's not right, or like it's not a credible thing, or that we can't rely on it?
Well, I mean, you would kind of be killing it because some things are like they revise it. They got to make it new. They got to the old shit. You're okay. You're not okay. Let's have class. So the issue you're running into is the people that are like debunking things and the people that are going against the opposition, as in like some stuff you have that's old, the people that was going against it might have died off. The people that were going against that scientist or that geneticist or that scholar might have died off. So therefore that scholar and that information remains going because nobody's putting any opposition against it. Now, when you don't have any opposition, you're free to go for all your peer reviews because you have no opposition.
Objection, speculation.
I think that's an ignorance.
Yeah,
I think it's kind of an ignorance to what the process, though, because it's not that people aren't doing it. That's crazy. Go ahead, Zion.
Well, I'm just saying, they said it was peer reviewed, and we know stuff changes, even with science.
I just wanted to see if I got a ruling on my objection because I objected on the ground of speculation.
Yeah, sustained.
Thank you.
Y'all fried.
I know, right?
Yeah, I think
you know what? I'm gonna let y'all have it for now, man. Court adjourned, man.
I gotta object, bro.
We are not in the wheelchair court.
But when they change stuff, Silky, it's because of new findings, not just because somebody was like, you know what? I just disagree. I'm just gonna write some
maybe
no.
Well, I'm talking about the people that are going against it. Like, you don't know the people that are going against it might have died off, so therefore that inaccurate information.
But somebody dying off doesn't mean that information dies.
Right. And
Of course,
people
the
still
information.
go
What
for
you
that
hold on? If somebody's going to
new
be in
information.
opposition, he's going against your information. He dies off, even though your information could be wrong. The person that's coming with the real information dies off. Your wrong information rides out until somebody debunks it.
Okay. So Silky, just to reiterate what was said
Filing the habeas.
like an hour ago,
I want to
is
see the
that
body of the dude
no
who
one
died.
is arguing. No one is arguing that any of these methods are in
Got to show me
that you never get anything wrong. No one is saying that. You seem to be arguing that straw man, even though no one has said it. So, but what this is about
Right.
is
Well, I just want to make sure
credibility.
that you know you're not 100% accurate.
Okay,
That was my only point.
well, no, that was not your only point. You said a bunch of other crazy stuff in the interim. You said you had a bunch of ridiculous points.
That was my really
But
only point, though. All the rest of that was
it
just
was
filling
Yeah,
y'all
but,
out.
not.
but that,
No.
that
The
point is
rest of that,
also a straw man because nobody's saying that it's 100% accurate.
yeah,
Well, I was
you
just
can.
showing you that it's not. That was my point. You pulled it
There's
out. I
a
showed you
difference.
it wasn't.
All and listen, but here's the problem though. Even when you're talking about the stuff with other with like testing and things like that, none of those things are 100% accurate either. You talk as if they are, but it just means you don't even know anything about the natural sciences because they will tell you themselves it's not 100% accurate. The
So, okay, let me
sciences,
ask you something. Do the laws of nature change? Yes or no?
no, wait,
Not
stop.
the scientists don't speak in absolute, Silky.
Do the
Stop.
laws of nature change? Yes or no?
No, people
That's
build on
that's so
No,
irrelevant.
they do
That's so
not. Because if
irrelevant.
they did change, you wouldn't be able to run your test.
So first and
Can you
foremost,
explain what the laws
the
of
science,
nature is?
the scientists themselves are going to tell you that the laws of nature had to have functioned different than they do now. Now, I don't believe that to be the case, but the scientists themselves are going to tell you that the laws of nature would have necessarily had to been different than they are now. In order for any part of like the evolutionary story to be the case, in order for cosmology to be correct, you would have had to have something different governing before this. And so at some point in time, you get the laws of nature as they are today, but they're not eternal past. Okay, so that's a fact. Okay, so here's the issue. The issue is again that even with all of the tests and things that you're talking about, none of those tests are infallible. They're created by the very same fallible scientists. Okay, so science, the scientists, all of the sciences are by and large governed by inductive reasoning, meaning that you're not going to get 100%. You're not going to get 100%. Deductive is different. Deductive means there's only one conclusion that can be drawn. The scientists don't speak in that way for a reason because it's inductive. It's meant to give you the most likely explanation. All of them.
Subject to change.
Every conclusion at yes. It's subject to change based on new information. So you might think
What's
that
your
the
best
laws of nature right now.
hypothesis?
No, not hypothesis. The the laws of nature as we understand them right now, we might call it a law of nature that whatever. And then later we might actually find that that actually is not true. It actually works different. So none of the conclusions that you're going to get, likewise, in the scientists are going to be 100%. Okay, because if new information comes out, then you have to change some things. So even the one thing that you're trying to lean on, it's riddled with the same issues that you're talking about in every other field and area of study. But again, no one else is giving that response and saying, "Oh, it's not 100%. It's just you." Everything that you're saying is going to be true about the natural sciences as well.
So does all right. You know what? I got y'all, man. Let me charge my phone up, take a shower, I'll come back in a little bit.
Okay.
All right.
I demand an explanation from everybody. Zion, can you turn your camera off? This thing is still showing still on.
The Berber tribe. I've never heard that in my whole life. The Berber tribe.
Well, he took
Byron,
that. He already thought he was I don't want to say a Moor, but yeah.
go ahead and say it, sis. Just this is your truth. Let it out.
He thought he was a Moor, and he felt like Moors are
XML.
from Morocco. So when we first
Another
met
XML.
him, that was that. Then he found out about the findings in Morocco, and he decided that because that was the earliest findings of Homo sapiens, that they are the progenitors of the entire world. And so that is his doctrine that he built based. That's why I said he does use credible sources, but the sources aren't saying what he's saying.
Yeah, it's a use, but it might be a misuse. I hear what you're saying. Um,
Hmm.
because listen,
Verbal
but again,
language.
okay, so and again, no disrespect, but listen, but help me understand why is he on the internet? Like what's the and I guess what I'm asking, and again, and
Oh my God.
Oh my
well, no, again,
god.
I guess well, okay, y'all so judgy. Listen, let me
Oh,
finish.
wow.
Let me finish.
We
You said
judgy.
it just like
We
that
so
you said
judgy.
it. I mean, you said it, judgy.
Don't do
Uh,
that.
no, I'm
Yeah.
just saying because y'all getting judgy. Let me finish. Let me clean that up. Let me clean it up. Let me clean it up. Let me clean it up. That's what I'm
Why?
Hey,
asking
Himmy
is
show started.
Yeah, his
okay.
show is
Just
on.
okay. Just real quick before we run off. Listen, just okay. So like other people like they're on the internet, like because they have like solid info, like or what, like what's the allure here to where y'all have saw fit to coalesce around the brother and to put him on the internet on different debate channels and stuff like that. What's the walk me through it? How do we get here to this point?
He came here. He came here.
Oh no,
He a fun guy.
we didn't put him on different debating sites.
He did his due.
Oh, y'all
He
did. Oh, y'all
Put
decided,
did.
himself here.
yeah,
He put himself
he
here. He
wanted
put
to
in the work.
debate, and that's what he decided to do.
And what does he debate exactly?
Huh?
What stuff like what
I
topic?
don't
Just
even
like
want
is
to
it?
repeat those
It's
Well,
topics.
getting sticky.
well, I debated
One of
him.
them was
I would
if
debate.
Columbus existed.
Did you debate
Oh
him,
my. Okay. All
Ruben?
right. My goodness.
Senator?
I debated him on are the Jabal Erhu fossils Berbers.
Okay.
Okay. Did I hear that he had a debate on whether or not Columbus existed? I just want to circle back to that because I feel like we moved
And
fast
he
beyond
went
it.
That
against.
Oh
that
Oh
wow.
wait, look, and he went
nope.
against Joshua in that debate.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
who.
you did?
All
That's
right.
who accepted that debate. Just so you know.
Okay. I'm
Wow.
blocking all of you when I'm done with this call.
Hold on, wait. In the defense of us, we are not
Don't be
accountable
blocking me.
for
That
the
has
thoughts
nothing
that
to
you
do with
perceive
me.
about
She came
Silky.
with the
You
disclaimer.
you
She came with
you
the
you're
legal
damn you're damn
disclaimer.
lie. You're damn lie.
She
You're
came with the
irresponsible.
legal disclaimer.
Y'all you're damn lie.
Absolutely, as the representative of the Batch Chat Course, we are not at any liability of whatever you perceive of thoughts of Silky. We're not at liability for that, sir.
Listen, y'all are the reason I'm in here. Okay. And so
You chose
yeah,
this.
I know. I know. I was thrown in here.
You're here because we like information.
Well, clearly y'all
I'm
And
don't.
here
Did y'all
because
hear what
fuck
we
the
just said?
no,
feds.
no, no,
Listen,
no, no, no.
y'all cannot like information.
We're not stupid.
They came for the smoke.
I could have added you
Oh,
to
you
like.
cannot judge us.
See, this is the thing. If I'd have added y'all to like my group, right, where
They
we
came
like
for the
actually
smoke.
discuss things and look things up, it wouldn't be fun for you all.
Wow.
You all need people who are ignorant so that you can teach.
Are you not entertained?
Are you
well,
Are
not
you not
entertained?
entertained?
Was you not entertained though? Like
Oh,
you
I
was
was very
entertained.
oh,
Stop
oh
it.
entertained.
yes,
Stop
yes.
That was
I
very
was,
good.
I was,
Yeah.
it.
I'm almost said something bad. Yeah. I almost said something bad. Yeah.
Be nice. Be nice. Be
Yeah.
nice.
Listen, I am. Listen, I'm going to individually. I'm going to go through. I'm going to block
Overjoyed.
everybody one by one because I cannot believe like that was some stuff.
He's
I
overwhelmed.
Now and again and in the other group in the departments everything right. I'm over there jumping on Savio's head and I just heard
Oh
Savio level
God,
stuff.
Savior was horrible,
I just
bro.
heard Savio level stuff in here.
Oh God.
Um, yeah, I don't know what y'all got going on, but
I don't think I realized that
Savio got the whole
he
Ottoman thing. He's obsessed with the Ottoman.
from listening, he destroyed his own principle. If peer-reviewed sources
Everything
are
go right
inaccurate,
back to the Ottomans.
and he's going to produce peer-reviewed sources to support his opinion by his own logic, then he has to dismiss his own peer-reviewed sources because they're inaccurate by
otherwise
his
it's called the
logic.
fallacy of
Yeah, that
special pleading.
Fallacy. Yeah, yep, special pleading.
So that's why I was like, why would you say you have sources when you just said peer-reviewed sources are inaccurate? So therefore, you have no reason to trust your own sources outside of your own biases that you want confirmation of.
Right. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's
It's
why I asked the
backwards. It's
question
like
I
an
asked about the.
oxymoron. You know what I'm saying? Well, how do you trust your own source? How do we do that?
Yeah, I don't know why he's
How do
not
we
getting
test
it.
That's
our
why I asked the
opinions
question
and
about
our
the
hypothesis?
Jabal
How do we
Erhu
test it?
peer review.
What other way is there to test our own hypothesis?
Hey, listen, Byron, listen. these wonderful ladies in here are his managers and everything. Okay,
No.
they are
Kick him
responsible
out.
for him being
Kicking out Leandre. I was a Slim
this.
Reaper fan until today.
Yo,
I was the biggest Slim
and I
Reaper
was a fan
fan.
of
Now I
y'all
don't
until
know.
today. And
Wow.
then when
Now
I
I
tell you,
don't know. Hey, listen, I'm the Bar
we,
Reloaded. This is the Silky Kingdom.
I know,
So
that's what I'm
in the
saying.
Bar
Listen,
Reloaded,
you definitely
in the
don't
Bar
understand.
Reloaded, we don't have these issues. Okay.
Only in the
My
Silk
dude.
Ice Empire.
See, because here's the thing. This is not a this because this ain't even about like a person. Yeah,
Hey,
it really
what
ain't.
goes
Like
on in the Silk Eye Empire does not reflect the views of Bar Reloaded. And Naga.
Right, and Naga, exactly.
I am just like floored. Like, see, my whole mission is to get people like this off the internet, and y'all out here responsible for having a person on the internet.
It's crazy.
Like I do everything I can to get people like this to not speak publicly.
Oh man.
And then here y'all are like setting up debates and stuff like that.
Excuse
Crazy.
me. No. I believe that was Craig and Craig that brought him over there to set up a debate. And well, you know.
Hey Byron,
But I'm just
Byron.
saying, debates are how people learn too. It's how you learn.
No.
It's,
But the
it brings
debaters.
out different doctrines and different arguments to this. But he might not be the only person that thinks that, right?
But
So he
aren't the
might bring
debaters
it
supposed to
out,
be?
and
But aren't the
somebody
debaters
else.
supposed to be knowledgeable before they start debating it?
But they believe that they are, so it takes somebody that is
Well, it's not
actually
about their belief.
knowledgeable to explain to them that they're not, or show them that they aren't.
Except for like I do, because you watch a number of debates that the debaters are not listening. They're not like, okay, yeah, I'm learning something. That's not what they're doing. They're ardently defending their nonsense.
So I'm gonna give y'all a quick example. Like clearly, I've only been here for the last 15 minutes, right? And I was asked questions. How many times was I answering him? And then I heard these 2 or 3 people say, Didn't we tell him that?
And
Didn't we
that
tell
wasn't
him
two,
that? Didn't we
that
tell-"
wasn't
I'll
2
keep
or 3
going.
people. That was
Listen.
just me.
Yeah.
No.
I heard
It was you and me, because I was like, I already tried that, Byron. I already tried that.
Yeah, he was. I already
Right.
said that. Nope. It's
Yeah,
not gonna
he
work.
did
We
say
tried
that.
this.
Yeah.
But
I
it's
got
like
it.
the same
So,
thing. You 2 brothers with master degrees was telling them. I have been telling them. He have also heard it from an actual Berber. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know where to go from there.
Well,
If y'all Berber stuff, Lena,
wait. Well, no,
it's
no.
Simon.
So I don't know if Lena's back here. Manny is definitely back here. No, Manny still don't say like. Does Manny talk? Just a quick sidebar question. Does Manny talk back here?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
calling me running.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen.
Because
If
Manny does not talk when I come around.
What?
No,
In the other
he
groups we're
doesn't.
in, Manny will not
Why
talk when I come
not?
around because I do the same thing to Manny because Manny's an idiot.
yes.
So I do. Listen. We've done the same thing to Manny, and so
Oh
Manny
my
will
God.
refuse to talk if I come around.
They
And
want,
again,
they want,
and part
they
and
want to
part
talk
of
the
the thing
pseudo
is
stuff.
Scholastic bullies. I get it. Okay.
no.
I blame Lena and Manny because they made him an
Oh,
Well,
honorary.
see,
So,
Manny, no, because
so
Manny never has
if
talked
Lena
about a
back here,
doctrine with us. He never talked about that. He just come
if
back
No,
here and
he
like be funny. I've never heard. I didn't even know
no,
that he ever tried to do anything scholarly. He
is it
doesn't.
so?
He ain't never
So
said nothing like that.
Yeah, we had a conversation with him
Manny
about
is very
Islam.
Manny is a proclaimed Muslim, although he's never really espoused on his beliefs in Islam. But he's what we would call he is the conspiracy theorist par excellence. If there's a conspiracy theory, like he would put Dan Brown to shame. Um,
Listen,
it,
y'all should have
it,
heard this nigga trying to explain the JFK shooting from these
yes,
non-existent freaking
with a Buzz
sewers.
Lightyear figure.
Yeah, these with from like the damn. He was like, oh yeah, JFK. Really, he was assassinated from one of these storm drains or whatever, right? And anyway, it was like the stuff he was saying. That, look, the man is nuts, but usually what he does, he started trying to talk in the beginning when I was in there talking about the some of the issues with Islam and stuff. And then he came off his mic a couple times. He got embarrassed after that. Then he would only interject just to troll. He would come in with a stupid troll response. He never has anything to say. And then most of the time, 90% of the time after that, 99% of the time, he was just on mute. And he would come in every once in a while to say something troll. Like he'll type a troll comment in, but he won't interact with me.
Hold on, Drake. I gotta get this out. If y'all been listening to Asame, aka Lena, throw his ass up out of here. Y'all have never heard this still.
Why are we
I don't know,
throwing
Mike
him
is on
out?
here
What he do?
still, but that MF is a
Hey,
that MF
Byron,
is a
Byron,
racist
hold
for
on.
excellence as well.
Give me a second. I'm gonna send you a
Racist.
screenshot of something. He said worse actually after you left.
Hey, look.
He left.
So the thing is,
Today I was called F you. Go drink a Coke 45. Go steal a bike. You banana. Your daddy's a monkey. And this is normal stuff for him. So I just went back and forth with him
Byron, he ain't
because
been saying that stuff from jump.
he claims to
Like
know. Yeah, he been saying that stuff
yeah,
from jump.
he don't like when we start getting on like the history of Islam and stuff, and then he
Yeah.
just get to doing all of that.
And he really don't like me because I know the history of North Africa, including the Berbers and stuff that he don't know about his alleged own people. And then when he finally told me who his tribe was, I found out who his tribe was. And like, oh, y'all the original turncoat tribes, one of those tribes. And he was like, oh yeah, how do you know our history? You know, and he literally said this, and Mike and Darren can confirm. He said, oh, you know too much, like because I know too much about his own people groups that he doesn't know about his own people. So
Hey, can I just say that it is absolutely hilarious, right? That that within this like urban community of us people online, that that it's a bunch of the same players and stuff. So it's so funny to me to find a bunch of these same people in these same chats. Like Zion is back here, Lady's back here, Manny's back here. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah, they've been here for what, a week and a half now.
yeah, I'm saying even still, but it's just interesting because you get these same people, you know what I'm saying, who pop up in all these different places and stuff.
I've been here like 3 days, man. Come on, son.
Well,
Don't do
Zion,
that.
well,
Don't do that,
Zion,
bro.
so Zion,
3 days, man. Come on,
Zion,
son.
they ain't heard you start screaming yet, then, huh?
What happened?
They ain't heard you start screaming yet, then, huh?
No, I do that leisurely. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He ain't did it in here yet.
He has a notorious screaming yell. It's notorious. He's well known for it.
Because I came from a line of preachers.
If y'all remember if y'all remember the cartoon, the Fairly Odd Parents, the Fairly Odd Parents, the teacher.
Big head ass.
Yeah, that is him.
Yo, motherfucking ass.
Yeah, he's that damn teacher from the Fairly Odd
Calm
Parents.
down throughout the years, though. He used to be crazy all the time.
I find that they enjoy it, so now it's like a part of my skit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go all the way OG Bobby Johnson for these niggas just to fucking goddamn get a show and shit. Like even when I jump on the show, niggas will literally purposefully put somebody on there to try to incite me and hump my leg. And then I have to go all the way in. I did a whole good ass presentation. Nice and easy, you know what I'm saying? Nice and calm, you know. And then here they come letting somebody on and fucking hump my leg, you know what I mean? So okay, you want me to go in, you want me to do it like I do it for TV, I'm gonna do it for TV.
Yeah.
All right, Nori.
All right,
Nori.
anyway, but for everybody, for all of y'all on here, all these Silkyites, can I get a written apology, please?
Excuse me? Silkyites is
A
crazy.
written apology for what?
It says Silkyites on here. It says Silkyite Kingdom. It says Silkyite Kingdom on here.
No,
you are one of the managers, and you definitely owe me an apology.
Who is a manager? I am the Barbarian Queen.
Do you prefer manager or handler? Which do you prefer?
What? First of all, I don't go along with other people's narratives.
Okay, so just text me the apology, please. Okay, like listen, we can, like it don't like, you know what I mean, we can get over this real quick.
I'm a high priest here, man. I'm a high priest here, man.
Hey, Darren, you're gonna apologize to me too.
There you go. Yeah, he's the high priest, Darren.
Darren, you definitely owe me an apology.
I'm a high priest.
Darren, can I get my apology, bro?
No, man, I'm a high priest. You here for a reason, man. God brought you here for a reason, man.
God brought. Apparently, I've done something wrong, and He wants to punish me.
No,
I'm taking the conversation is I've sinned, and He trying to get.
It was great. It was awesome. It was actually awesome, bro. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
I mean you today was a good challenge for him.
Question. Do you ever get any flack?
I like the way the brother drops his information. You know what I'm saying? There's certain people that I really like to listen to when they go in. I hear they fucking got a debate going on. Yeah, I'm tuned in, B. I might not say nothing in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Be over here side-eyeing you, but at the same time, be like, yo, this nigga kill him.
I'm saying, do y'all get flack for being scholars and
all the time,
like believing in like God?
Yeah, all the time, but it's never from people in like the academic circle.
Of
It's
course.
from people, what I mean is, and I mean this respectfully, right? Um, there's among us Negroes, and I would say some of our more, and I don't mean this flippantly, but some of our
Affluent,
more like high
affluent,
functioning high functioning Negroes, right? Like the those of us
affluent.
that,
Yeah,
yeah, if we want to be involved in the know and in the conversation and scholarships like that, those people, they'll have opinions and things, in
right,
which for me, and I'll speak for me. I know me and Byron, we talked about this before, but in one sense we understand it because for me, the way I view it is this: lots of us, most of us, and even still today, the numbers like 90, like almost 90% or so, we came up in the church, and so we
right.
came up in the church, but there was a double whammy that was there. The double whammy was that one, we came up in the church, but two, we had a lot of people who were lower in education. Leading those churches and stuff. So then, when a lot of us, when we went out and we started talking to people who were outside the church, it started to make like Christianity look kind of really silly and dumb, right? And so if questions and stuff like that came up, you couldn't really go ask Grandma and Papa name. You couldn't go ask Deacon Johnson. You couldn't go ask them because they don't actually have an answer for it. So if you go to school and you get hit with scientific questions or philosophical questions about the problem of evil, or history questions, or stuff about the Exodus or whatever, right? The answers that you would get like in Sunday school, they were like by and large
Right.
inadequate. So it makes sense from our perspective, if we're not familiar with, the other side, the academic side of like all of the positions and stuff that are held, like even by Christians, if you're not aware of how credible and how much information there is that is actually out there, it can make you view like Christians like as slow. So you'll think like, okay, you can't really be like a Christian and an academic. And so for a lot of people, that's where they are. And I think a lot of it just has to do with familiarity. So part of what I'll say that I think myself and Byron that we bring is we actually show there's actually credibility and validity to the position stuff as a whole. And so that's kind of why I'm here in this space. Is to add that. So when I talk to people and they think, okay, well, dang, I used to think it was a bunch of BS. And it's like, well, actually, no. It's like the conclusion's good. Maybe the way that that people were articulating before, that wasn't really accurate and they didn't have it right. But so that's why. But yeah, we hear it all the time. Like the dude Mudawa that I asked about being in here. He would try this stuff all the time. Mudawa is like a male sorter or something like that. So he cares what he thinks. Um, and so he just doesn't know a lot of stuff. He thinks he knows a lot of stuff, and he has strong positions, but he just doesn't know a lot.
And Drake, can I to add on what you're saying, which I co-sign because we talk about this all the time, is that at the end of the day, stuff that I know. But it's important for me to have that information to break it down in a way that makes sense so that people can kind of rationalize it and familiarize themselves with certain things without necessarily having to go and uh sit through, master's level, doctorate level type classes and courses and stuff like that to learn those type of things. But at the end of the day, man, I'm still a nigga though. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, it's there, it's in there. We can, don't think, ain't none of that. There's no Carlton Banks esque, you know, with me. Nah, nigga. Like, I'll still punch you in the
They
mouth.
say an educated nigga is a dangerous nigga.
Yeah,
Not
I still punch you in
unusual
the mouth.
to be loved by anyone. Oh my God.
Hey, Byron, that's why it's funny. DMG got on their drive to talk about. I jumped out. I jumped out and punched somebody out. Right? It's like so. Yeah, he got on their drive snitch and stuff. 'Cause I talked about him sending niggas to that dude's house who was talking crazy about his wife online. And so anyway, yeah. But no, listen, yeah, I'm still very much a nigga. Listen. I was on the college campus with a mouthful of gold. I'm saying I had my gold ones in and some French braids and stuff like that, and a shirt that said "crack baby" on it. It's real life. You know what I'm saying? So that's. But I'm just. I happen to have an education. And I just think, hey, we all should be trying to learn more, get more educated, stuff like that. And so here, and that's another thing too, Byron. That's a really interesting thing is we want our people to have this. We want people to have access to the information, and really. And I know what my main goal is. Like I'm trying to raise the bar for us and our people. So I'm like, hey, look, like let's actually get into it. Let's actually study the material. Let's read them. Let's read a bunch of stuff, and let's make sure like we're actually reading them, so we don't get the kind of things like this Negro posting these screenshots that he clearly didn't read and like taking words and stuff out. That's not scholarship, and that's not how you handle a source. That right there gets you a big old F on an undergraduate paper. You get to missing big words like that. So me, I just want to raise the bar. We ain't got to come to the same conclusions. That's cool. We ain't gonna come to the same conclusions. I do think that it's a little harder to have the wide variance of opinion if we all reading the same information though. If we all reading the same stuff, it's impossible to say some of the stuff that some niggas say. You can't do it. Byron's an academic, and me and Byron, there's some things that we disagree on. Neither one of us is pulling it out of our ass though. Neither one. So there'll be some topics we'll go back and forth, and we'll be like, I don't buy it, but I hear you. Yeah, but now that I answered that, can I get my apology in writing? I need these to screenshot and save in my phone. I got a folder for apologies. Yeah,
that nigga needed a fucking.
What he want an apology for though?
For what do you mean what for? You heard what just happened on this call a second ago. What you talking about? What for?
You know what I'm saying? I need you to.
It's gonna happen like what usually happens on your calls.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, it depends on who's on the call.
Exactly.
So it depends who's on the call. So look.
I thought we had to talk about this. I thought me and you came to the conclusion that we're not liable.
No,
not liable.
That's what you said.
You're about to take us to court, to back chat court.
Yeah. Listen. You said that. I did not agree to it, though. Okay, listen.
How you got a back chat court without me? So you fucked up with me.
Hold on. Wait a minute, Zaya. I did not know the. So there's that. I cannot be accountable for my ignorance either. That's vetoed as well.
That court and y'all don't got me freaking daggone prosecuting no motherfucking.
Yeah, but I didn't think that you would participate because they definitely do have a court system. You can go look at it.
You know I would participate with that shit. I was just not getting to the fucking back game.
They took somebody to court for what was it? The sources in the debates. Take somebody to court for getting kicked out of
getting into the mudslinging. That's all. You know what I'm saying? That's what I avoid in the back chat. But that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, you can sign me up.
Like a court. Like it's not just arguing your lawyers arguing for you. You got to bring some, evidence.
Has anybody checked on Lil Steve? How's Lil Steve doing?
Nobody has heard from Lil Steve. He wasn't even at the Facebook yesterday or so whatever. I thought.
Dang, Lil Steve over there probably trying to tell his dad they might got to go. Hi, Dad, I got to move this truck again. They might know where I'm at.
I know you're talking about Washington Nation.
Hey, look, hey, B. Hey, remember I told you I said, listen, I told you I said when I found out about the Washington connection thing, I hit up my friend in Louisiana. That's what I was talking about, Byron. And I had him, and Byron, remember I hit you up, but I said, hey man, what you tell me about the Washington? And then remember, yeah. Then you sent the little book and everything. So, but yeah. Listen, y'all. But by the way, what usually happens on my calls is it's going to depend. Sometimes people ask questions, right? And I'll give an answer from my perspective. I'll even say, hey, I can supply sources or whatever, something like that. Then you get some people who know that they don't know, right? They'll be like, listen, I don't know what 90% of what this nigga which came out of his mouth. I have no idea how to defend against it, and they just want to argue back and forth. And depending on who that person is and sort of how they conduct themselves, then that's gonna it'll change how I respond to it. So sometimes you have people who are just like earnest learners, and they may disagree and they're just trying to know something. But when I encounter people who are like teachers or like leaders or something like that, we have a different conversation entirely. Because now I'm here to embarrass you, and so what usually happens with those calls is I'm going to do everything I can to yeah. It'd be like that.
Yeah, he said yeah.
Yeah. Embarrassing. Yeah.
And like I said, because the thing is with me, I really care about my people, and so like if you got a following and you in here doing crazy stuff, right?
You gotta do that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
good
yeah,
food.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We got to have a different conversation entirely. So this ain't nothing where I go like, hey, well, check this out. Hey,
It's
well,
your duty,
Sounds
actually.
so
yeah,
familiar.
Yeah. It's
I
your
know a
duty,
lot of people
actually.
like that.
Trying by fire.
mm-hmm.
Did y'all
So
see my
yeah.
screen?
Oh, hold on,
Yeah.
wait. Let me see.
Hold on.
He showed the book about the Wichita.
Gotta do it.
Washita.
Gotta do it.
Hey, Byron. Hey, I'm telling you, I hit up Byron immediately when I was going through Lil Steve's stuff when I was going over his life. I said, Byron, man, we can tell about the Watch Talk, man. I see it over in Louisiana or whatever. And he was like, hold on, and he sent back the book and everything, and we was talking about a bunch of stuff. But yeah, Lil Steve.
Hey, can y'all see read that paragraph? We have in 1996. What state is that in?
What state? What was it?
Oh, who from Texas?
Hey, Byron, ain't it something because it says Republic of Texas? Isn't it interesting that's what the name of the group was called? That Lil Steve dad was in. Big
The
Steve.
Republic of Texas?
Yeah, the Republic of Texas.
What was trying to say the Aboriginal? Was he Abo or something?
Well, so if Byron, you correct me if I'm wrong, if I understand it, that's at least part of the claim. But the funny thing is, so that's at least part of it. And remember that y'all got to read that the Daily Observer, the Dallas Observer article I sent y'all that was called "Soul Food and Crackers," because it's the whole history of the marriage between these groups of people to where Lil Steve,
Americans and blacks.
Yeah. Lil Steve believes that his dad is the vice president of the Republic of Texas.
Yep.
Of its own independent country. So
what's your last name again? I forgot.
Creer, Crear, Creer.
Oh,
for real.
Yeah. So Texas is its own country, its own separate country that's seceded.
Oh no!
And his daddy is the president, right?
His dad was a vice president, and then I think at the end he ended up being promoted to president because something with one of the other leaders or something.
Yo, you can see my face right now.
Yeah, Lil Steve. So this why he, like I said, and these are the arguments that he's making. So we know these are his present beliefs because in court he's making these arguments that hey, the federal court has no authority over us because Texas seceded. Texas seceded. We are our own. Right? We're our own sovereign country. Yes, we're our own sovereign country. And so, yeah. So Lil Steve, he thinks he's a like the son of a diplomat and all kind. He's a really weird guy.
Pull his ass, motherfucking.
Y'all ain't watching me face off.
Yeah, I got it on my computer.
You an enemy of the state, bro.
Like seriously, are you dumb?
Man, I don't know what's going on, but I see a lot of these fuck niggas popping they shit, thinking that niggas, they tough, they cold with this shit, and it's absurd. I find that disrespectful.
Like seriously, are you dumb?
Talking reckless, Betty ain't gon' try. Ain't no coming back, one step and it's goodbye. Think it's sweet, we let it fly. Now it's old, touch the sky. Another dumb way to die. They should warn them they don't make it out alive. We don't talk, we just carve it in the side. Left the mark, now his name in the fire written high. Another dumb way to die. He ain't beat the preach as context, now he a highlight in the text. Tried to start but got reset, soon as he got checked. Guess he yesterday's news, now he online talking less. Boy was gassing up the smoke, now he choking on the stress. True down, but still on his own sword, put that fraud to rest. Thought it was solid but cracked under heat. Now he's compressed. We the real highlight. Leave our mark with the blade. Swing sharp, every text plain. No need for a shade. Bring heads back to the camp. Left the fire engraved. And no echoes in the fort. Rebellion name. Every terrain. Think it's a game. Watch his last words go live. Step wrong, now he trending. Another dumb way to die. Talking reckless, Betty ain't gon' try. Ain't no coming back, one step and it's goodbye. Think it's sweet, we let it fly. Now it's so touch the sky. Another dumb way to die. They should warn them they don't make it out alive. We don't talk, we just carve it in the side. Left the mark, now his name in the fire written high. Another dumb way to die.
It's a better way to die. Why the fuck try? Keep playing with me, I'ma show
ain't got nothing to touch. Are you dumb? Are you stupid? Or you must be bored? Whole time suicide by barbarian sword. Drink that courage juice, you need it trying to step to me. You know you a pussy nigga, slice your head off your body. Narratives and propaganda's not the way to fight, little bitch. The top is where you wanna be, but this is where we fucking live. The shot is all you need to pass, the only thing we loaded. Got 49 in New Jersey, saw your homie, now he folded. It's a bunch of headless horsemen walking dead up in these streets. I'ma call you mortgage, write your death in your defeat. You niggas dumb.
Talking reckless, baby, ain't gon' try. Ain't no coming back, one step in is goodbye. This when we let it fly, now it's so touch the sky. Another dumb way to, another dumb way to die. They should warn them, they don't make it out alive. We don't talk, we just carve it in the side. Left the mark, now his name in the fire written high. Another dumb way to, another dumb way to die.
Especially when these fuck niggas be trying to talk to us barbarians and shit, stepping to us, thinking they gon' fucking come out alive and shit. Like, nigga, you don't understand, nigga?